What's up, guys? Welcome to the Crypto Savvy channel. I'm Craig. We're going to be getting into the charts. We're going to take a look at kind of the bigger picture first. Then we're going to go into where we're at on our trade, 4-hour chart, what I'm looking for an Elliot wave count. Also going to show you what will invalidate that, and let's get into it. So first off, let's start off on the daily here, and we've been looking at this thinner white trend line right here, right? This is huge. If it can stay above that, we still have a chance to get up to the 114, 115 range, right? Now, if it gets above that and gets support on that top thicker trend line right up here, that would be super bullish. But first, we'd have to get above that. But as of right now, we are teetering again on this trend line that we've been watching right here. And let's take a look at where it's at exactly on the daily, right? So we got another bounce off it. Right now, it's lying right about 91.6, 91.7 range. If we break below there, guys, I'm going to show you in the next chart where I think that's going to be going. And then this would become our resistance, and that would pretty much confirm this cycle has topped, in my opinion. And now, on the thumbnail, you can see I put on there the government has got permission to sell the Bitcoin. People are saying that's super bearish. Now, a lot of times when stuff like that happens, you'll get a pump. So I'd be very careful right now, especially with the traditional markets not being open today. They will be open tomorrow. I will not be doing another video until Monday, so make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Make sure you guys smash that thumbs up. If you don't do anything else today, make sure you smash the thumbs up. It does help get the video out there. Also, share the video. But what else I wanted to talk about was Monday when I do my video, I'm going to go over a lot more of the traditional markets. I maybe even do a live stream. If I can get like, let's say 500 likes on this video, I'll do a live stream next week and we'll go over viewers' choice on the charts and look at a lot of different stuff. But for now, let's get into that. So where are we headed if we break this trend line right here? Well, let's take a look at that. So here is the daily chart. Now, a lot of people are talking about this. You can look at it a lot of different ways. You can use Elliot wave theory, which I'm going to show you. But first, let's look at what people are talking about as this being just being a head and shoulders, right? You have your left shoulder, your head, and your right shoulder here. And as you can see, the SAR has printed another blue dot right up here because we got below the SAR over here, right? But the measured move of that, you just take the top, you go straight from the head to the neck, and then the neckline, if it's broken, you're going to be looking around the 74,000 range, which also aligns with our target we've been watching. Now, I want to go into a bigger... First, let me get the visibility off here on the weeks and months. Okay. So I want to go into the bigger picture here also. Let me get this out of here. And let's go into the weekly, right? And kind of look at what that's saying. We've talked about this quite a bit. Oh, let me show you in the daily first. Sorry about that. So I talked about in the last video this closing as a bearish engulfing candle, which is exactly what happened. Go back and watch the prior video. Now, as you can see, this bearish engulfing candle, right? So the wick engulfed the prior wick, candle engulfed the prior candle, top and bottom, right? Now let's go into the weekly and see what that's telling us on a much bigger scale, right? Same thing, guys. We had right here where I have the arrow, this was a bearish engulfing on the weekly, right? That's huge. Bearish engulfing on the weekly. And you can see what's happening now since as of right now for the weekly support's lying around 93.7. We'll see how that plays out. But the other thing I wanted to show you guys is the bearish divergence. So as you can see over here, back in 2021, and we had this higher high in the price action, lower high in the RSI, which is bearish divergence, and we had this huge downturn. We have a bigger divergence here now, right? So we had a higher high here, lower high here, also with the signal of the bearish engulfing weekly candle. So everything there is showing pretty damn bearish, guys. But the SAR is still holding. But if we break below that 91.3 range on the weekly, I believe we are going to see a little blue dot up here. And I bet if we look at the 6-day chart, we'll see that. Whoops, that's a 6-hour. I'm going to have to go to 6-day. Not quite weekly. And as you can see, it has started printing blue dots. So I'd be extremely cautious here. Again, with all the negative news, maybe you'll get one more pump. But it's looking pretty bearish, guys. We are remaining in our shorts. Let's take a look at the monthly, see if that tells us anything. And then we'll go into that 4-hour chart, look at the Elliott wave count, and see what's going on there. So the monthly, as you guys know, we talked about this being, some people might say it's a graveyard doji. Your choice, no matter what. This is a bearish candle, and this is the monthly, guys. So your next monthly support is going to be this 8 EMA, and that's around 79-ish, right? But again, let's get into it. If you guys are interested in trading, by far, my opinion, the best exchange is Prime XBT. You can use my link down below. That'll give you up to a 25% discount on your trading fees. Also, 25% deposit bonus up to $7,000. So that would give you a lot of extra if you're trading. Also, you can sign up and you get a free, you can trade for free, you know, a demo account and kind of learn how to trade. And I think the best time to learn how to trade is now. So even if you're not actually getting into trading, but you want to trade on a demo account, definitely check out Prime, because you can trade all markets, being Dow Jones, S&P, gold, silver, oil, Forex, everything all from one exchange. Definitely check it out. Great place to learn. Like I said, zero risk. You can start a demo account in there. But anyways, also, if you're signed on with mine, I do put out promo codes on Twitter or X every once in a while, and that will give you $200. Even if you don't have any money in your account, it'll put $200 in there for trading. You can't withdraw the $200, but you can trade it and keep all the winnings. So keep an eye out for that on X. And if you want to know KYC exchange, BitUnex, that link is also down below. If you guys are in the US and you want to know KYC, there you go. People have been asking about it. There it is. So anyways, let's do the Elliott wave count, right? So this was our top, where I was looking for this to top out, which was the top of this rising broadening wedge, right? And then I'm looking for a 1, 2, and if this is wave 3, it should get us all the way down to 75 and then get a bounce. And depending on where this lands, right, then we would put the fibs on to see where the bounce is going to go. But let's see where, let me get this out of the way. We're going to put the Fibonacci retracements from this high down to this low, right? We're going to see where that retraced to. That is the golden pocket between the 0.65 and the 0.618. That's why I have these in yellow. That is a huge point to watch for a reversal. Now, if that was it, if that was the top of wave 2, like I believe it to be here, right? We could be going down as far as this 7,500, maybe even further, but that's the 1.618. And let me show you how you get that. And you go from, whoops, your trend-based fib, you go from that high of 1 down to the bottom of 2, and you bring it to the top of 2, right? And that gets you that golden pocket, or I'm sorry, not golden pocket zone, the 1.618. If this is going to be impulsive, it'll probably be pretty quick, but then you're going to get a bounce for wave 4, possibly up to the 85 range. Again, once there's a bottom there, we'll put the fibs on there and figure that out. But this is going to have plenty of time to play out, guys, if it does play out this way. Now, one more thing. So this is wave 1, I believe, of this 3-wave structure, right? So if we put our Fibonacci retracement, let's say it bottomed right here, right? And that was the end of this. So if we do come up to make a wave 2 in this, this could all just be simply, just to show you guys how this LA wave stuff works, right? This could be simply, damn it, why did that do that? So this would be a simple wave 1, looking for a wave 2, could go as high as the 100 if we bottom there, but I think we can still go lower. But anyway, then we get our wave 3, our wave 4, and then our wave 5, right? So you're going to have bounces in there. So be aware of that. And, if you miss the short, there's going to be plenty of opportunities to short this. Now, in my big picture, my macro, what I believe we could be seeing here is just one huge wave one, and then we'll have a wave two, and then a bigger wave three, four, five, or just a giant wave one, and then we'll have five waves, and that would be A, and then B up, and it could be much worse than a lot of people think. And now I know a lot of people hate to hear this, but we could definitely still see a sub $10,000 Bitcoin if the markets do crash. That's why I said make sure you're subscribed and watch Monday's video, because we're going to go through all of that and look at the traditional markets. We're going to look at the DXY, the yield, and I'm going to show you why I think we are about to have the biggest opportunity of our lifetime, which is a market crash that we can get in more towards the bottom. But guys, remember, if I'm right about this crash, which I think it's going to be like the Great Depression, it takes away gains for decades, right? So we'd go back into, the way I'm looking at it, back to like the 1997 stock market prices for the Dow Jones and such. And if that does happen, Bitcoin cannot hold up. It's way too much of a speculative asset, all crypto. Now, that doesn't mean it dies, right? That means you're going to get a way better position in it. But when the market takes away decades of gains, it takes decades to recover. So just remember that. So let's say you got in at 50,000, right? Or let's talk more about the Dow real quick. So if you got in back in the Great Depression, right? You got in about midway, halfway up, and you rode that up. You tripled, quadrupled, 5 times your money. And then when it crashed down past that point, it took 10, 15 years to get back to the middle. It took like almost 30 years to get all the way back to the high again. So just something to keep in mind, guys. Be extremely careful. I think a lot of people have this wrong. I could have it wrong too. I'm not saying, I'm not, but just be careful out there, guys. I really, really, really think a lot of people are going to get crushed. And a lot of people say, you missed the gains all the way to 100,000. Well, I really don't care. We made a shit ton off shorting. I even made money shorting while the market's going up, right? That's the beauty of it. And personally, I'd rather short a highly speculative asset than buy a bunch of it and just hold, because the holders usually get extremely wrecked, right? Believing it's just going to get higher, they never sell, and they'll ride it right back down into a loss. And I believe that's going to happen to a lot of people. But again, this is not financial advice. I can't foretell the future. This is my opinion. If you don't like it, so be it. It is what it is, right? So again, guys, I do appreciate you guys stopping by. Make sure you guys smash that thumbs up. Don't forget, Monday's video is going to be a damn good video with a lot of info. So make sure you're subscribed and tick that notification bell to get you notified when I post videos. But again, I will catch you Monday, guys. I'm out.